Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw on the first play, McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. Now a first down carry by Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. That stop made by Jack Campbell. The Vikings in 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week. And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run. A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today. Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive. And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago. And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it? Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly. And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some. Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Goff now looks to throw. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
In motion goes the tight end. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll take this down to the 33. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
A quick throw there out to Williams. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On play action, now McCarthy. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Here's a give to Jones running left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing is McCarthy. They'll set up the screen to McBride. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air with McCarthy. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, 38 yards. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Gone. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. 2nd down and 6 now. Goff now to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Third down and 1. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. Goff. This to Laporta, right side. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing again is Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibbs. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Goff now looking to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's gone. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Now McCarthy. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A final shot before break. McCarthy. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
To throw is Goff. Incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Goff.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Off play action. Here's Goff. They'll roll him out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure. And it's 2nd down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Here's Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. That is caught. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of 1st down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be dumped there, but he does have a first down.
How many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here's McCarthy. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
In motion, the tight end. After the interception, here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Goff now looks to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
To the air with McCarthy. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
McCarthy going to throw again.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Alim McNeill
able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
from 10 yards out.
And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Gone. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Detroit. 48 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
2 yards to go, second down. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here.
Broken tackle. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's a 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.